All right, that intro for me, it was super laggy. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully, it came through okay. Welcome to Scandell's Cards and Comics. Man, it's been a long Sunday. I hope you guys are having a great lazy Sunday like myself. A lot has happened in the last little while. I went to the Atlanta show, the Culture Collision show. We're going to be talking about that later tonight. On Spidey Juice channel, I believe. And I wanted to do 2 quick videos before that just to challenge myself to get some more content out there. I have had a lot of great pickups in the last few days and weeks, and I want to catch you up on some of those pickups. I'm going to be walking you through a PSA submission that I'm working on. This is only my 4th PSA submission ever. And yeah, I'm excited to show you guys what I'm submitting. So, in an effort to make this video as short as possible, yeah, I'll walk you through what the cards I'm submitting and why I'm submitting them. And let me just switch cameras here. Boop. Let me also shut my door. All right. If you caught a glimpse of my pajama pants, that's on you. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let me get situated here. Microphone blocking the camera. Perfect. All right. For those of you that have never submitted to PSA before, I should also just kind of show you what the submissions sheet looks like. You have to, on the PSA's website, you have to kind of enter in each card that you're submitting, and I am submitting them on an express level, so I should get them in about a month back. Should take about a month, maybe even sooner. Per card, it costs $150, which is quite a lot of money. And you should think about that as you purchase PSA products, PSA slabbed cards. It is and was an investment for someone to get those graded. So it is worth it inherently just to have your card slabbed. It does provide actual value to the fact that the process costs anywhere between $50 and $300 per card. And yeah, what you do is you actually kind of click on, you just start typing and it starts to fill in what you want. And you can enter in each card and you can enter in the value or the estimated value per card. And that is somewhat subjective. It's kind of a personal opinion on what you value each card at. Sorry, I'm mumbling today. And here we go. I'm just going to stop sharing that and let's get to this. All right. So card number 1 is a Marvel Flair Retro 2015 PMG of Falcon. I actually really like this card. I like that he's flying with a bird there. If you get the lighting right, you can also see kind of a cityscape that he's flying over in the background. Gorgeous card. This is number 96 of 100. And that's the first one. Number 2 is, this is my favorite Black Widow PMG. I don't care for the 2017. Hey, A Surfer, welcome. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. Yeah, Black Widow PMG. Beautiful. I love it how she looks like she's kind of in this James Bond 60s kind of aesthetic, like a 1950s magazine aesthetic. Really beautiful art. And the scope on her face is really cool too. This one you want to get in red. It looks better in red than it does in blue and green. You could say it's a color match as well. That's 51 out of 100. Next up, we got same series, 2015. Bro, you have that many PMGs? I know. I have a lot of PMGs. I'll talk about a little bit, but where I got them. This is a Gambit Red PMG from 2015. This is the second year in which Marvel had released PMGs. This is Gambit's first quote-unquote rookie PMG in that he was not in the 2013 PMGs. So these 3 characters actually were missing. So, from 2013. So 2015, they have some really great cards. I also have yet another Red Gambit PMG that I'm going to be submitting as well. So Hopefully one of those comes back. I'm hoping, what grades I'm looking for. I'm hoping that the cards that I've chosen to send over are 7s or above. I don't like to move cards. I don't like to flip or sell cards to people if, I don't know, like I do kind of worry about trading cards and selling cards to people when they have flaws, because I know everybody wishes their cards were like, PSA 9s, especially on these PMGs, but that's just not in the cards. But no pun intended. Yeah, the Black Widow is awesome. I agree. The Gambit in blue is really special. Just looks gorgeous. The PMGs in 2015 only came in 4 colors. They came in red out of 100, blue out of 50, green out of 10, and a gold 1 of 1. Now we're just going to switch to 2013. I'm submitting this Ghost Rider. This one does have some flaws on it. You can see here on the T and metal, there's a little bit of chipping. Little bit of chipping on that in the center logo there. But this is a gorgeous card. If you want to see my entire PMG collection, you can look at Scandal Cards and Comics on Instagram, and I've been posting a lot of my PMGs lately. This one I purchased last September, and I believe I paid $1,800 for this. And at the time, I thought I was insane. And now I imagine the estimated value of this card is somewhere into 8 to 10 grand. That's what the comps have been saying. This is a really beautiful card. It has really nice composition. I love that the shield's on the card. I think this is the only PMG of Cap where he has a shield, which makes it special. And I also think this card looks awesome in a blue. Okay, one of these is the infamous eBay submission corner tick. It's the second one, I can tell you that. I have 2 of these Scarlet Witches. I'm going to be keeping whichever one comes back as the higher grade. This one's a little bit nicer condition. Again, bought this on eBay. And this one is the infamous Scarlet Witch with the corner tick. And you can see it right there. Ka-chish. And some people say it was there the whole time. Some people say eBay might have caused that. I don't know. I'm over it. I have another replacement. I have a backup card just in case I don't get the grade I want. This is a huge card, guys. This is a huge card for many reasons. To me, I love Wolverine. I'm a big Wolverine collector, and that makes it special to me for that reason. But also, this card in particular is just gorgeous. This is a really nice specimen of a PMG. The corners are just super sharp. The surface looks beautiful. The centering is awesome. Now, when looking at centering on PMGs, you really want to, I learned this from Stacking Gems. Charles kind of told me that you really want to look at the distance between the side of the card and the L, and then the side of the card and the M. And as you can kind of compare those distances, you can determine whether the card is well centered. This one is perfectly centered. The corners are gorgeous. I had somebody look at this in Atlanta. They said it's for sure an 8, possibly higher. And yeah, I understand why they said that, because 9s are just rarely given. But yeah, this guy has more than a hope and a prayer, I think. All right, we got some Jambalayas now. Let's switch over. I've shown some of these cards that I have. The Scarlet Witch, really great centering on this as well. Beautiful dazzle. Great, beautiful card. Nice pose. This card has a lot going for it. This is number 14 out of 21. Not that there's 21 of these made, but there's 21 total 2015 Jambalayas. If anybody has any 2015 Jambalayas out there, maybe please reach out. I am looking to set this entire set on these, and I'm happy to trade in your advantage if you have any. Green Goblin 2015 Jambalaya. Now the estimated run on these is about 20 to 30. They're not numbered, they're not serial numbered, but that is pretty exciting. I think that puts them somewhere between a green PMG and a blue PMG. So these Jambalayas are super special, and they're just getting so hard to find. Ultron, kind of a boring character, boring image, but Again, thought I'd get it graded. This is a new pickup as of this week. Got this one off the Facebook group. And yeah, a little bit off center. You can see on the left side, the black rim is a little thicker on one than the other. Still a gorgeous Doctor Strange card. With the new movie coming up, I think this card with the Scarlet Witch are gonna be really popular. This is a Storm 2015. Beautiful centering, beautiful card, beautiful specimen. I don't see that many issues on the back at all. I have high hopes for this one. I actually like I wish we'd just get a PMG with that art. That art is awesome. Right there. Another big card, Wolverine. Yeah, this one, I've been asked a number of times this very week how much the estimated value is on this card. When Iron Man sold 2 weeks ago on eBay with 45 bids, I think his price was up to $4,600. I imagine this card. I think if Iron Man's at 46, I don't see why Wolverine's not at $7,000, $8,000, or $9,000. But I missed the very beginning. Is Scandal sending these off to PSA? I am sending these off to PSA. Wish me luck. And we got double mint gum, double trouble. 2 Wolverines. These are all going to PSA. This one has great centering as well. Jumping up to 2017. I don't have very much 2017 Flair Ultra Spider-Man cards at all. In fact, I have like under 5 or under 10. But I do have this Jambalaya. This is a big one. I bought this off of ePack from someone. I just reached out to them. I saw this was in their account. I said, hey, I'm looking for this card. My budget is $800. What do you say? And they accepted it. So I was super excited about that. And it's a beautiful card. This one I picked up in Atlanta from a trade from my friend Phil Lamonica. And this is a beautiful card as well. There is a little bit of damage on the back. A little bit of a rough edge. You can see that right there. A little bit of a rough edge, but Miles Morales, this is one of the best Jambalayas in the entire 2017. So, right, yeah, the Wolverines are amazing. The Jambalayas and the PMG, they're just gorgeous. Then we're jumping over to blue PMGs from 2015. I purchased almost the majority of these 2015 PMGs and Jambalayas from one individual. And he's a really nice guy. He and I have plans I bought a lot of his lower end characters, with the exception of maybe this Magneto and the Wolverine Jambalayas. But yeah, we do have plans to, kind of partner up and go in on some PSA submissions together, on some other ones of his cards. He doesn't have a lot of experience, dealing with PSA or getting things graded or cleaning and prepping the cards. And yeah, in fact, all of these cards, when I purchased them, were slit but without penny sleeves, and were just slipped into these kind of card savers. So I had to cut along his card savers like this with scissors, and then just slowly peel up the top, making sure that I don't peel up any of the metal flakings. And that's how I I had to kind of extract them. This one I think might have a few little dots at the bottom corner. I don't know if I can get my camera to see that right there. You see those little dots on that corner right there, both sides. I don't know if those are little missing metal pixels based on the lack of penny sleeves, but that might be the case, which is a big shame. But we'll see what PSA says about it. The rest of the card looks gorgeous, and it's blue Magneto. That's great. Big card here, same situation. This one, yeah, both the Jambalayas and the Red Wolvie are great. This is a great Iron Man card. Honestly, I think it looks best in blue. I like the composition of it. He's kind of coming down on the top. He's doing some kind of calculations, I think, on his some type of HUD. And this one, the seller, after I purchased one round of PMGs from him, he and I were talking about his collection. He then started to he wanted to kind of look at his cards closely and re-sleeve them. And, not knowing the cutting trick where you kind of cut these out. He tried to pull this card out of the sleeve, and it took off. Again, I'm going to try to show you this. There's some damage in the corner here. There's just some mixing pixels. Little, I call them pixels. I don't know what else to say, but little pinprick. Let's see if we can get. Come on. Yeah, you can see him right there in the corner. Maybe I can see him. I don't know if the resolution through YouTube will let you see him, but there's just some mixing little dots, and they're right on the surface. I think it's going to qualify as surface damage, not corner damage. Regardless, it's damage. I got a deal on this. Honestly, I told the seller, look, because he knew this was a big card and he was worried about being, leaving some money on the table. Certainly, I told him, look, I'll get it graded. If it comes back like a PSA 5 or something due to these issues here on both sides, then I feel like the price I paid is pretty fair. But if it does miraculously come back as a 7, 8, or 9, I'll hook him up with some of the profits if we decide to move this card after we know what it's been graded at. Spidey Fan says, hey folks, just got back from the Dallas Card Show. Marvel was well represented at this one. That is great to hear, Spidey Fan. Marvel, even in Atlanta, was the talk of the show. Like, there was just so many people wanting to talk about Marvel. Everybody had heard Marvel is surging. Everybody was looking for Marvel cards. Only a few people like myself, Spidey Jew, Kent, Marvel Guy, and Marvel Madness, and the Great Curator. I'm going to try to get everybody now. And Flippin' Steve had tables and we're setting up and moving cards. Charles as well, stacking gems. But there just wasn't enough. Like, there was just a lot of interest, and you could definitely tell that there's kind of a buzz going on. So that's really great. Anyway, I want to end this video soon here. Let's keep going. 2 more cards. We got Captain Marvel. Hey, it's a blue PMG. Again, corner issues. See those little pixels on the bottom? Missing some pixels. Damn it, I'm late getting them all graded. Yes, awesome stuff you got, man. All right, Charles is the man, I gotta say. That guy is so fun to be with. He and I hung out and really got along well in Atlanta, and yeah, good times. We have a very supportive group of collectors that are making content these days, and it's really fun. This one's a beaut. Nothing. This one's flawless. Has no actual issues that I can see with my naked eye. But I'm sure those PSA guys will come up with some excuses why not to give it a 10 or a 9. That's for sure. Corners look great. Edges look great. Surface looks great. Yeah, it looks phenomenal. And honestly, like this one in a blue, just really pops. The red makes him look even more menacing. On a red PMG, it gets a little lost. His red complexion. Viking Sword says, I like to watch for PSA 5 and 6, PSA 6s. Many times, a microscopic flaw will automatically bump a fantastic looking card down. I know, isn't that the truth? I think that's a really healthy, outlook, and I think it kind of, you can snag some really beautiful cards. There's some other cards that are in my collection that I know would probably that are PSA graded that I think would probably do better at BGS. There are rumors that PSA grades harder on surface issues than BGS. I don't know any of this. I'm just parroting a lot of things that I hear on YouTube, but I do think that's what I've heard. Beautiful card. All right, those are the cards that I am submitting to PSA. Guess what the grand total of sending these 23 cards to PSA is? You ready for this? 23 cards at $150 a card. And that's the only tier I can actually send these in because they are of higher value these days. So my total is $3,450 that I have to spend to get these graded. Now, granted, if I get 1 or 2 cards that are in a great condition, get a great grade, I'm, definitely going to make up that money in that investment. But for the most part, it's a little bit scary spending $150 on each card. I can tell you that. These are some honorable mentions, cards that I'm not sending to PSA at the moment. Not for any reason except for the fact that I'm popping $3,450 on some getting cards graded, so I can't afford to send them all at once. We got a Loki Jambalaya 2015, Red Skull Jambalaya 2015, Daredevil Jambalaya 2015, Weapon X Jambalaya 2018. Again, Wolverine's the only character to be in all 4 series of Marvel Jambalayas. It is Sunday, so it's, Jesus. Yes, Jesus. We got a Nova Red PMG 2013, gorgeous. Storm, I think this is a fantastic PMG, gorgeous condition as well. This one looks beautiful. Storm 2015. This is her second PMG, and I think this one's a little better looking because I do like the Mohawk Storm. And we got Loki as well. We have Phoenix, Red Phoenix 2015. Doc Ock 2015. Now this one I might actually fast track. I might send this one in. Maybe I'll add an extra card to the stack. In fact, I'm going to set it right there right now. We got Spider-Gwen 2017 red. Charles says, I sent some to PSA a couple days ago. Cost was like over $1,000 on Express. It's like a 3-week turnaround now. That's awesome. 3-week turnaround is awesome. I know a lot of us are hoping to go to either the Chicago show or to the national show in Atlantic City later this year. Having these cards graded right now is really important to, if you want to, because I do have to, I'm out on a limb quite a bit on these, and I've spent quite a bit of money on these Marvel cards in the last few months, and I need to sell 3 or 4 of them to kind of help me out with some of those costs, certainly, especially now that I can fast track that Gwen to my house. Marvel Guy, we're doing a live stream here in 5 minutes on the other one, right? So I'm going to finish this one up. We got another live stream back to back. So the next one we're going to do a box break. So make sure you stay tuned on the channel. Anyway, Human Torch and 2013, Scarlet Witch 2015. She's a little chubby in this one. There, I said it. I know, I'm awful. Ultron 2015 red, beautiful, and Mr. Fantastic. If you have any 2013 red PMGs and you're interested in any of my 2015 red PMGs, please let me know. I'd love to talk about trades, and I would trade in your advantage, certainly. And what's up? Seen your post on Insta. Got some fire cards. Thanks, Bryce. Appreciate you so much. Yes, I know. I have been buying a lot of cards, and even in Atlanta, there was a lot of people. I went to Atlanta to sell cards, and I ended up having a lot of people come up to me with cards that I have found of high interest and of high value, and I thought they were offering them at decent prices, so I picked them up. Nothing wrong with that, right? And I ended up spending way more money than I wanted. But anyway, that's my PSA submission. PSA is a beast in itself, trying to know, you can't get your heart set on what you think the grades are. You really have to go with what, the grades as they come. They are professional graders. They do notice things that aren't even on our radar. And that's just how it goes. Anyway, that's part of the game. A lot of risk. Anyway, appreciate you guys for watching. Again, stay tuned for a box break of Marvel Annual 2020. And with my co-host, Kent Marvel Guy. And I will talk to you guys in there. See you later.